That 100-plus acre fire that broke out in Red Bluff just yesterday, it was started by children. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jennifer Scarborough.
I'm Mike Mangus. CAL FIRE tells us 2 boys between 8 and 10 years old started it. They say they're from out of the area and they don't plan to file charges against them. The Sale fire burned right through the middle of town, creating quite a sight and putting a scare into people nearby. KRCR News Channel 7 Shay Arthur has been out looking at the damage today, and she joins us now live from Red Bluff. Shay.
Oh, Mike, Jennifer, good evening. You can see these winds starting to pick up around me down here in Red Bluff, just like they did yesterday during the Sale Lane fire. Let's go ahead and take a look behind me here. You're looking at the Red Bluff Slough, and all you see, just a lot of charred vegetation and some burnt logs. In the distance, you might be able to make out there's still some crews out there working to mop this fire up. But let's just go ahead and get right to what this area looked like yesterday. Take a look at this. This is video that we got from a Facebook fan. It was shot from Aspen Way and Sale Lane. It's really just incredible. You can see just how high and massive those flames were. And you know, this fire literally ripped right through the middle of town. CAL FIRE officials tell me it was a tough one to get a handle on simply because all the people around, they had to do major traffic control as well as implement evacuations for some threatened apartment complexes. I talked to a few people who live in the Red Bluff apartments, one of the complexes that were evacuated. Here's a little of their experience yesterday.
Well, I was watching television and I heard some crackling. So I got to the window, I looked out, and I saw the fire down at the beginning of the building. But by the time I left, it was right in front of my window and heading.
I think yesterday was like the earth tilted or something, because everything that could go wrong did. Ambulance came, and he said there was just problems everywhere. It's just been like that day. It's been that day, he said, that nobody expects to ever happen.
Curtis also told me she saw a police car catch on fire. CAL FIRE tells me the damage to that car was minor. A few of the apartments did suffer some smoke damage, and I'm told one person was taken to the hospital for some smoke inhalation. This afternoon, the Red Cross tells us they are helping those families whose homes were affected. And next to the complex, the Best Westerns Hotel, their pool house and their deck were also built, but managers tell me that they're still open for business. Now, the fire was driven by these winds that you're seeing around me tonight, and they were also driven by that dry fuel, dry brush. And a lot of people out here today were talking about that dry brush. I talked to a couple people who tell me in the past they tried to clean this slough area up to kind of get some of that brush out of there, but they were told that wasn't allowed. Now, they tell me today they believe had they been able to clean that area up, this fire might not have got so big. We'll hear from them in just a little bit. That's at 6:30. We're live in Red Bluff tonight. Shay Arthur, KRCR News Channel 7.
All right, thank you, Shay.